What's up, guys? Happy Monday, everyone. I'm here with David Carroll at Dope Marketing today in their office. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you,
guys. Comment if you can hear us okay. We're going to dive right into it. I just want to make sure the sound is good. Let me check. I have a little wire here. We have very, very good topic today. Going to talk a lot about marketing, guys, about ideas that work. I'm going to show you quite a few things. Andy is in the house. We can hear Amber says, all right, we're going to get going. So first thing first, guys, we have winner announcement. Last week, we did a contest for the best 1 minute video about Better Business Bureau. Is it this camera? Is it this camera? So 1 minute video about Better Business Bureau. Tell me that Better Business Bureau is corrupted without telling me Better Business Bureau is corrupted. So the price is this. It's a knife, Cutco knife, $150 value right there, and $1,000. Here's the winner. I'm going to play you a video of the winner. Hold on. I got it.
I can't afford these dues anymore. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cancel.
You come in here and show me no respect. No respect for the platform that I gave you for the last 2 years. You come in and say, make my business more respectable. But you disrespect me by wanting to not pay. Do you think that this comes for free? Do you think I do this out of the goodness of my own heart?
We only received 1 complaint last year, and now we have a C rating.
Here's what I can do for you. If you would like your A+ rating back, you must pay. It's really very simple. If you pay, I will show you the respect that you want.
Well, if you're not gonna give me an A, I don't got any more money to give you, man.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. We won't be able to offer you any more protection.
Any more money to give you, man?
All right, we're good. That was so funny.
That was good.
Andy, you absolutely nailed it. Loved it. So I'm going to send you knife, reach out to us, Amber, and I'm going to send you a check for $1,000. Great freaking job. You can tell extra effort went to it. Absolutely amazing. So guys, I'm going to get right to it. Let me check. Here's my camera. So we're here at Dope Marketing. Absolutely the dopest name in business. Look at this. Adam Sand actually introduced me to David last year. Adam in Canada have been doing a lot of business. How do you know Adam?
Adam and I go back years. We met actually in the digital marketing space at a convention. I saw the biggest Canadian dude at the whole show. I was like, I think I want to be friends with that guy. And no, we ended up in a private mastermind group. You know, one of the fancy pants, pay all the whatever to hang out with people, and we just hit it off. And now Adam's one of the few guys comes to town, stays at our house. My kid's Canadian uncle, like great human. Adam's a great guy.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So we did an entire company tour. David with Dope Marketing coming to Roofing Process Conference. Speaking of what, another excitement, guys, I have Daniel Gilligan just purchased our first ticket on attendees end. So we have about 40 vendors that's already announced. Dope Marketing is one of them. Yep. But David Gilligan, congrats, man.
First?
Well, he first who purchased, but he purchased like 6 tickets. Absolutely awesome. So tickets now, all the tickets will be like $300 cheaper than if you buy them in December. So we have super early bird discount, then we have regular bird discount. So if you guys are looking for good deals on tickets, go to roofconference.com. Super early bird discount ends March 31st. We're trying to make a decision about upgrading the space. So if we see high demand, if we see that we're going to smash our numbers before it's too late, we need to let Rosen Hotel Center know that we need a bigger space. Right now, we're shooting for 1,500 people. But again, if demand is big, if you guys definitely comment, buy your tickets early on. You will not regret it. You'll get a best deal, and you can always sell it to someone else if something changes, wherever. I'm not here to sell you tickets, but I'm just excited about all the guys that come. Guys, David has very unique story. So he doesn't just have dope marketing agency, which is very dope. You're going to see a company tour of this place. I'm a hard person to impress. I was impressed, okay? But I'm a marketer as a business owner myself. I always look at deals, offers. You know me by now. You know, deals. I mean, look at this stuff. Like, look at hold on, where did I see it? You know, $149 cleaning. This actual line share is David's company. 2-story siding cleaning, $349. 2-story stucco cleaning, $479. This is what I want to talk about. So David runs with $2 million a year cleaning business. They clean gutters,
power washing, gutter cleaning. We started as a window cleaning company. We now are using COVID as an excuse to get out of that because it's our least profitable service. It's been so funny this year. So those letters you were showing, the people who were doing the handwritten letters, we send them out and they want to book their window cleaning because we clean their windows for 10 years. And it's like, oh, no, we have to respect what's going on in the world. We want to get out of the window cleaning. But in reality, over the years, we've just figured that's our least profitable service. So just, take what the world gets you, deal with it. And main services, siding cleaning, gutter cleaning, and holiday lighting we got into a couple of years ago, which always fascinated me that more roofers weren't into holiday lighting. Because, I mean,
we're already on the roof.
It just makes so much sense. And there's some dough. There's some dough in that service for sure.
Absolutely. And as we're going around this warehouse here, and I keep keep seeing all these offers, I'm like, I love this. I have not seen one with the directory yet, but I see all
we saved the space for you.
Yes.
We saved the space.
So actually, engineer says here, thank you, Dimitri, for launching my acting career. Randy, right away, fire it up at David. Tell David to get my materials down. We feature the directory shield on the materials.
Oh,
see you in Nashville.
There you go.
Here you go. So stop slacking off. And by the way, this guy, I have not have a Coke in I don't know how many months or years even, and this guy feeding me pizza and Coke.
We're happy. We need to keep Dimitri in shape. It works out so much. We got to get him here.
You call this in shape? You call this in shape?
Come over to the Dope Marketing Shop. We got some bad food for you.
We have a question. Is the roof conference good for salesmen moving into company startup? Absolutely. You're going to have so many closers and badass keynote speakers. You're going to love it. Hello, guys. Roof repair business starter. Any ideas? Forget my business. I guess business running. So let me see. I'm trying to find if I have end of this message, but John here is starting a roof repair business. Honestly, it's the biggest news, guys. When I started my roofing business, I did $900,000 very first year. Not many people know, but I only did 10 roofs first year. I did $350,000 worth of gutter repair work. It was the easiest stuff. I would do like $100 gutter repair deal.
So foot in the door.
But I mean, a lot of my deals were $200-$300. It's just like replace the downspout, rehang the gutters. Gutters for years, I don't know what it is, but people were not using screws back in the day. It's just like very long nail. So even if you
so eventually it's gonna
And if you're the homeowner, you watch your gutters start separating, you don't want to go at the end.
Right.
Funny story. I was working for a general contractor in Atlanta, and we were working on this humongous house. And the house was built on the end of the cliff, literally. On the outside, it was a huge concrete wall, like about 3-4 stories high, and the house was 3-story high. So the corner of the house to all the way down was like 7-8 stories. So it's almost like a freaking mini skyscraper.
Right,
huge building.
Yeah.
And their gutter was disconnected. It was at the end, it was like 1 or 2 feet away. You can see it, but nobody would go there. 3 guys went there. My boss would not go. So my boss put a rope on me. He went on other side of the roof, and he's like, I'm standing here.
Yep.
You're crazy. Emma, you can do it if you want to. And I remember I crawl all the way to the freaking edge. You look down. There's like, it was so deep. You would be dead if something happens.
Yeah.
I start freaking re-screwing, trying to put the screw in the gutter at the end, and bees start coming out.
No.
Dude, like, I've never been scared for my life. I was like, get me out of here. But so the thing about gutters in general, if you offer like something like this, guys, if you have offer that goes in the mail on a regular basis, you know, 99, 149 gutter cleaning, gutter tune up, something with a gutter
checkup, some type, just
anything.
Yeah.
You will get. What's your like most the best return on investment? Not only a return on investment, you're probably not going to know the number, but what's the return? How many people will actually call based on direct mail? Because business owners hate it because it's like, oh, it's 1%, it's 2%. You send 3,000 mailers and you get like 2 or 3.
Yep.
Which ideas work in print?
It's the consistency that works in print. So when we were looking in the shop, those business bundles, the guys that have the handout, the business card, the envelope, it's the branding. It's the consistency that's going to build trust.
So not the offers?
The offers will work, but if you're a company that does a lot of retail stuff and
let's look at the cameras.
Yeah. So if you're a company that does a lot of retail work, the idea is a foot in the door, a roof tune-up, a gutter repair, a quick inspection. The idea is when you're putting together copy or content, you want to take a thought your customer has and turn it into a question you can ask them. When's the last time your roof was tuned up? They're going to ask themselves. I bought this house 7 years ago. I don't think my roof was ever tuned up. You have roof tune-up, usually $700, discounted this month to $149, and it gets you in front. If you're going to pay a guy $100 or something to knock a door, what's the difference between giving out an offer that gets you to the door by someone that raises their hand for something that they can provide value in? So go back to those gutter jobs you were talking about, the $200, $300, $400 hits. How many of those can you do in a day? Mm-hmm. Several, right? So the idea is like, if you can give an introductory offer to your customer with some consistent branding, your Facebook ad looks like your door hanger, looks like your postcard, looks like your yard sign. Consistency breeds trust. Trust breeds leads. Leads breeds sales, and sale breeds scale. So we all want to scale our business, right? The first thing to do is to establish trust so that you can work towards growing your business.
So you've been doing it for 11 years. You have $2 million service business. Yep. You work with all of these roofers all around the country. Why don't you start a roofing business yet?
All right, so I've been asked this once or twice recently. I almost bought a seamless gutter machine last year from ABC, but it's because we do, $500,000 in gutter cleaning a year. We see the gutters, the inspections, the assessments. Here's my thing, guys. I, like most of us, need a new idea like I need a hole in the head. So it's like, I'm not going to go start. We're very focused right now on helping the end business because I see the pain in it. My background in home service is much more in the cleaning space. Mm-hmm. But as we've really broken into the roofing space over the past year, just doing what every company does. Be a media company first, customer service company second, and a data company third. The idea is like, if we can take and understand what it takes a roofing company to be consistent, I would much rather focus on building this business. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not looking to, where can I go make a buck? Where can I go? We're going to take this business to $10 million over the next 3 to 5 years. And
I want to tell John also this great feedback. So a roof repair business, here's my take on it. 70% of businesses out there would not even do roof repairs. They just wouldn't touch it. Everybody wants quick and easy money.
Yep.
Roofing businesses right now are struggling with hiring people, recruiting people. So I understand and don't blame businesses who just wants to do big tickets like retail, insurance claims, big roofs. I don't blame you. It's there. It's easier, but it's very competitive now. I'm not the type of person who will do easy stuff. Like when I started it, like everybody was like, why are you doing this Mickey Mouse operation? Why are you doing this gutters? Like, why are you doing all of this little? Because someone have to, because it's easy. It builds a reputation. It builds reviews. If you do 100 repair jobs in 6 months and
get reviews,
40 of them, you get reviews. And now people remember you. Just because you did a repair does not mean that you're not going to be the person who's going to be replacing that roof later.
You probably will.
You probably will. And I remember my first replacement deals were coming from referrals. When you go in and do $2,000 soffit and fascia job, but you give them magnet that your roofing business just that happened to repair that soffit, guess what? I remember my very first job was $9,000 EPDM job, installed myself over the weekend. Little Canada, your office is in Little Canada. It was my first job ever. And it came from $2,000 soffit and fascia repair. I did not know shit that I was doing. I hired a guy off Craigslist with experience, pay him $35 an hour. He was a union worker. So he was a lead guy, 2 guys, 30 square, EPDM, 2 days, $9,000.
Can't beat it.
But on the $2,000 soffit and fascia job, I made $200 in 2 days. It was my marketing job because I gave them like $500 discount for something. I could make more, but I was earning their business. So we have a couple cool comments here. Shane McGuire. First of all, Shane, I don't agree with it. Coke is not good for you, but this is exception. I did 5:30 a.m. this morning. I did CrossFit Open competition, so I deserve myself 140 calories of Coke. So don't judge me. And no, it's not good for you. But Shane McGuire. But it's snowing outside. 8 inches of snow we're getting today. Some bullshit.
Crazy
right there.
Out of nowhere too. 60 degrees last week.
And that's the reason I'm flying to, where are we flying? Fort Lauderdale. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be at Fort Lauderdale, guys. So you want to go out tomorrow night? Let's do it. I'm getting out of this snow. Shane McGuire says, no salesman starts unless they have some sort of project management experience or installing. I hate when someone who doesn't have roofing experience starts companies. I agree with it to the point, but here's the deal, Shane. When the roofers or installers start a business, they don't know how to run a business. And this is my experience too. Hate goes both ways. You hate when sales guys starting companies, and I see that. But I also hate as a business owner. What I see when installers start, he used to installers rates, and those guys usually the cheapest.
And it's the bottom feeder and
well, I wouldn't call them bottom feeders, but there's truth to that too. So the reality is, if installer wants to start a business, he needs to learn business. If the sales guy started a business, he needs to learn installation aspect of it too. So it goes both ways. But I've seen very successful business owners who have sales experience. You can have accounting experience. You can have management experience. So I don't agree necessarily that you have to be one or another, but I do agree that you want to learn. What's your take on it? So I mean, hold on. This guy right here was giving us tour. He doesn't know how machines work. He's like, I better not touch it. He broke 2 machines.
I tried to show him something and turned off. I was like, you don't want me touching it.
So the thing is, in your business, you don't have to be everything. This guy knows business. He knows how to run this shop better than anyone. He does not know how to run those machines. And trust me, you don't want to do business with the guys who's running machines.
No,
you want to do business with this guy. So that's the whole point. People don't hire you because you know how to put a couple shingles together. They hire you because you know how to sell and run the business. And it's 2 different skill sets.
There's a balance in it, because I can agree, like the guys, whether they grew up in the roofing space, dad was a roofer, they started in high school, they made it.
Yeah.
When you go get your EIN, you know what the E stands for? It's ego. It stands for your
ego.
And a lot of times we got to learn to put that aside, because when you go get a tax ID outside of everyone from high school thinking you're the man and now you're making $1 million and this, that, there's got to be a level of self-awareness. And what comes with self-awareness is understanding what you're good at and what you're not good at. I always knew, like, even when we started my cleaning company, started out of my mom's garage. It took 4 of us to carry a 24-foot ladder out of Home Depot. We had no clue what we were doing, but you get into the trade, you learn a little bit, you learn how to provide the service, you get on the forums and the groups and ask advice and get mentors and all that stuff. you get to decide what part of your business you're going to be good at. So that emotion, of, oh man, I hate when guys do this. It's like, I always look at it more like, I'm impressed with people that get into things where they don't know what they're doing and they differentiate themselves by education. We all have the same amount of minutes during the day. But if you can spend your minutes learning and doing something, what's the difference between a guy who started his company yesterday and a guy who started it 30 years ago? The difference is 30 years. But where do you spend your experience? So that guy who's had his company for 30 years, he might be trying to run all his own books. He might be trying to do his own HR. He might be trying to do all these things. Where the younger guy understands, maybe I'm not the best roofer, but I'll go knock a door. I'll go do a presentation for a property manager. I'll go be the guy who can throw on the polo, they can do the dance, and I'm going to hire the professionals to do the work on the putting the roof on or do the thing in the warehouse or whatever. So I think there's a very balanced middle of, technician, sales, business owner. If you can start, like, this is a relatively new business with dope marketing. Guys, if you would have told me 3 years ago that I would own a print shop, I would have told you were fucking crazy. Like, there's no way that I would have agreed with it. But I saw a need because we were brokering out a lot of the print work, just like people broker out their roofing installs. Yep. It's all relative. And gutters. All of it. And so it's like, if you can understand what you started your business to do, what problem you were trying to solve, and where you bring the most value to the table. Again, don't hire me to go run the print shop. I'll probably get fired back there within 2 days. But at the same time, I know myself well enough. Let me help with the strategy. Let me help put the designs, the offers, that stuff together, because that's where, this business and your business too, guys, anyone watching this, your business is bigger than just you. It's bigger than just one person. And you just got to identify the hat you wear where you can provide the most value to your customer.
Let's read some comments. Repairs are the highest profit margins, 5,700 profit margins. I would say 5,700 are great. You have to be very good at selling them. In my experience, if you can scale and build your business to do 80, 90% profit margins, I'm talking about pretty much net.
You're doing something that 90% of the world isn't doing in their business.
And it's crazy, guys. In the repairs, you can easily do $100 an hour. I was telling my wife yesterday, if I would lose my business today, I have so many skills that I can go, like I'll go install floors. You can go install siding. You work with your hands. The only thing is, like, I don't know if I would work for builders or, like, I would probably start my own business, because for me, even when I was doing floors, you're right, at the rates we're getting right now in this economy, if you guys cannot pay yourself at least $100 an hour, or your employees, if you cannot charge high premium,
generate that an hour.
Exactly. It's easy, guys. For 4-hour job, you can charge $400, $500, $600.
God, we charge that for window cleaning. We charge $90 an hour. Window cleaning.
Think about it. And think about liability on the roof repair and window cleaning. So I agree with Sam that they have the highest profit margins, $500-$700. I think it's a little bit out there, but absolutely.
I got something to throw in there too. That repair stuff, guys, for any of you guys trying to get into commercial work, our cleaning company does primarily commercial work. Over the years is where we focus. The way to get in with property managers or building owners is repair work.
Absolutely.
You ask the property manager, the building owner, Dimitri, what's on your punch list? We've gotten some of the biggest jobs you've ever gotten from doing first. It's like a thermostat change. We don't change out thermostats, 4 bolts and a plug. But we did that, and it got us in with First Service Residential, what turned into a huge contract. Every single property manager, doesn't matter if you're in Minneapolis, Dallas, Texas, Mena, Arkansas. If you reach out to a property manager and say, what do you have on your punch list? Let me look at it, because you got 100 problems during the day. I can probably solve 7 of them. Right now, today, doing labor, replacing the rubber grommets around the HVAC pipes coming out, doing a quick gutter repair, that type of stuff. Gets your foot in the door with that commercial work. Then when that whole project comes up for bid, who's already an approved vendor and who's getting a request for bid, just like the story you told with the soffit thing, just times 100, simply because of the magnitude of the jobs.
Absolutely. I want to comment something to what Andy Neer says. Like, I have seen non-roofers typically scale faster than roofers. 100% amen. And here's why. Because roofers and anybody in the trades, like my dad is a truck driver, same shit. It doesn't matter what trade you've done. They have this pride. Yeah. They have this, like, I've done it, like, this is my experience. They don't want to learn new things. And honestly, they become complacent. They don't want to learn. Like, it's the same thing what happened to the taxi industry when Uber came about. Think about this. Exactly. Why? Uber should have been created by some taxi union, right?
That could have made it.
Exactly.
Right.
It was not created by taxi drivers, but it solves huge problem. What's the last time you used taxi service? No, you use Ubers. It's more convenient. You figure it out. So you guys can create Uber of this industry. Like, you can be that middleman who solves bigger problems. So the thing is, when I agree with non-roofers typically scale faster, here's why. Hungrier kid wins.
Yep.
If you're not hungry, and I've seen it, I've seen 20, 30-year veterans in the roofing industry who've never scaled more than $1 million. And I see young entrepreneurs like myself, immigrants who barely can speak English, goes in, what do we have to do? We build a team, we see the demand, and we want to capture the demand. And you cannot judge us for that.
No, absolutely. It's the level of business acumen can be part of it, but the drive. I hear so many people talk about competition. You know how you win a competition? You wake up earlier, you go to sleep later. I'm just going to outwork you. Like, that's it. That's the competition.
Wake up in the morning, go to the forest, kill something, drag it home and cook it.
Eat. Done.
It's there.
The guys who come into the industry, and I've seen a lot, I don't have all the experience in the roofing space like a lot of people watching this. We've really only been in the industry for about a year, but the relativity of these industries is you're running labor, you're running equipment, or somewhere in between. And when the guys understand, when you see systems get put in place and these companies scaling, you're just duplicating stuff. I'm not going to say that one roofer is not better than another roofer at putting a roof on. We've seen the competitions, we've seen the skill sets, but from a relative standpoint, that roof that got installed here is going to be basically the same that got the roof over there. What's the experience that you created? And who took it upon their job in that business to create an experience that made the customer choose that company?
I want to stay on this topic for a little bit longer. Here's why. Because so many guys out there have it all wrong. And they're like, you're just a middleman. You're just this. You're just this. I mean, think about it. Steve Jobs were not building iPhones physically. Jeff Bezos is not the person who's packaging your items to send it to you. Henry Ford, invented the process, but he was not there. Listen, when I came here, this guy literally cannot run the machine there, but I guarantee you, he created the process so you losers can get this on time, fast, right there when you order, because he has a software essentially for it. He has everything around customer experience. That's what he understands. He understands data. He understands line. He doesn't have to understand how machine works. Now, some people will argue, and I see comments here already, you have to learn how to install. No, you don't. You as a business owner, if your level is $150 an hour, you cannot be doing $20 an hour jobs. You can't.
Never. It won't work.
You're doing disservice to your own brand. I want to read this comment. Victor says, installers also tend to have the worst customer service when things are starting to go wrong. This needs to be a business mind in the business to make it professionally. I absolutely nail it. Agree. 100%. Here's why. Because installer, especially the one who opened a business and always were the lowest price, if his crew re-roofed their own house or made a major mistake, he's not gonna answer the phone call. He's like, oh, they calling me because they want me to redo it. He doesn't have money. I cannot tell you how many jobs and mistakes I paid for, not because I had money, because I know
you got to hold up your name. You got to make it right. Yeah.
How many roofers don't answer phone calls after the roof starts leaking? Happens all the time. Yeah. Great point.
It's about, to that point too, it's not about necessarily needing to know how to install. It's needing to know how to empower the installer. Build your team, have the people. So you're not doing the fly by night, just hiring the rando guy who's going to say, the guy that you're putting on. Just because you don't know how to install, you should be doing a better job of hiring the good installer to empower them to do the right work that you can stand behind.
Shane says, sales guys can't do what we do. Well, Shane, first of all, I would not put all the sales guys under one umbrella. I mean, you don't know the experience. You don't know the background. I mean, sales guys also come from different walks of life. So not every sales guy is the same. Gabriel's asking, when does the roofing season start? Well, in Minnesota, we just started
last week.
Well, no, we have ice dam season just about to start. We have 80 inches of snow, but pretty much right now, like you already have inspections. You even in colder states,
You should constantly be priming the pump. When
Yes.
you see, whether it's your Google AdWords, there's stuff coming in from your website, like the stuff you're not really focused on. You're not doing outbound marketing.
Your season already started. You don't need to season. You don't need to
Everyone's season already started right now. Prime
Yes, sir.
that pump.
Yes. So it looks like okay. SGR Roofing, a review for a $10,000 roof is equal to a review at $500
Bingo.
repair. Absolutely.
Bingo.
And
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons I always recommend do small repairs. I've seen so many $40-50 million companies who have like 20 reviews. Guess what? For potential consumers, if I'm going to Google you, I mean, you guys do the same shit.
Man.
You go to Amazon, you see the seller with a 1,500 reviews and you see the seller with 20 for the same price. Who are you going to choose?
Every time. Instant gratification.
Yep. Same goes for restaurants. Same goes for roofing businesses.
Yep.
You go into $5 million company with 1,000 reviews, and you go to $50 million company with a 20 reviews or 25 reviews. Which one looks bigger to you? You are only as big as you are big on the internet.
Yep.
You're not what you think you are. You're what Google says you are.
Yep.
Period. So
Perception outweighs reality, and a first impression lasts forever.
absolutely. Shane says they do not deserve the revenue that someone who has put in the time and hard work. Or Shane, we're gonna disagree. Shane, you're really anti-sales, guys. Man, they do not deserve the revenue. All right, I'm gonna answer to this argument. I don't agree with you, Shane. Here's why. Here's the life of the salesman. Most sales guys in this industry, here's why sales guys deserve the money. They take higher risk. Most of the time they don't get paid. Good sales guy also will invest in his education. He has to be like to sell $1 million a year for 10 years in a row. It takes a skill.
Yeah.
It takes discipline.
Yeah.
I've seen guys who do like there's a company in Chicago who just does siding. And I met a sales rep who does about $500,000. I mean, for himself, which means he sells $4 or $5 million a year worth of siding. Wow. I would hire him. Most roofing companies would hire him. He brings more value than any installer in that company. Here's why. He builds his book of business. His truck is organized. He's on top of his cell phones. Like he could contact list, his estimates, his invoices, all of that. He builds network of management companies, so on. Listen, how does this guy does not deserve to be rich? He brings company $4 or $5 million worth of business.
Where's he at?
You know, I mean, the company does like 9 million, and one guy does it the same with the 4. And I've seen those guys many, many times. So guys, like this is America. It's capitalism. You have a skill, and now if you want to work with your hands and you limit, let's say $50 an hour, $75 an hour,
still good living.
It's a great living, but you're not. You work, you get paid. This guy, if tomorrow something happens to him, if he cannot talk anymore, something happened to his brain,
done.
He's done. Just like why professional boxers and stuff get paid as much as they do MMA fighters. After that fight in a cage, they will never be the same.
Ever.
They'll never walk away from there the same. And sales mentally as tough as physical labor tough on those guys. So I disagree. I've done both. I've done sales. Honestly, mentally and lifestyle of installer is easier in many, many ways. You don't have a headaches. Yeah. I've seen sales guys taking their lives. I have not seen as many installers and hard labor because labor is satisfying. And when you take risk, and I've seen guys starving who's doing sales. So I don't agree with you. I think we should let market decide how much sales guys should get paid. I agree that there is abuse. I agree there is, especially by the guys who are not, who's not honest. What would you like to add?
I think there are probably sales guys that can be better installers. But I think you hit it on the head where the installer, there's more security. It's almost like having a salary versus getting paid commission. There's going to be a ceiling to the financial reward of a installer, but an installer is going to be more of like a down to, understands his life, understands his family, understands these things, might not need the shiny objects and the different stuff, where the sales guy's like, No, I'm going to go move and shake and do the stuff. I think there's equal value. I think that an installer, it'd be nice if there wasn't as much resentment between the two.
Well,
because it takes one to have the other.
Exactly. And that's the thing. That's it. Like you have, I mean, and honestly, sometimes owners lose the most. You have a sales guys who are pretty good. You have installers who can go work for any companies. What about owners? What about owners who get paid sometimes less than installers and less than sales guys? Yep. How is that fair? I agree. And as a, like, for years, here's how I look at things. Like, for years, if you agree to a sales guy, pay him, let's say 10%, like I always pay them with a smile on my face. Does not matter of amount. He sold $100K job, it's $10,000. Numbers are numbers. You agree to, why not? But I see so many guys who runs businesses like, this is not fair. You've been there for 2 hours, 10 grand, fire you, not gonna pay you.
Right.
That's taking place. That's not fair. If you add value, I mean, the same goes, listen, Shane, the same goes, and I see that you're calling it ridiculous, and I get that you're pissed, but the thing about this, people who hires you can say the same about you. They can say that you as a business owner take advantage of other labor. I mean, we'll do it in a way. I mean, you go to the hospital, the doctors in the hospital are 1099s. Is the hospital taking advantage of it? Probably too, in a way, shape, or form, but you have to have this good evil to run a business. This is American. It's not perfect, but it's the best system that humanity created. Sean York says, if someone doesn't know about roofing, can start a company and run it. A good installer can grow his company by learning and become a better company if she has an open mind. Well said.
Good point.
And that's exactly the point. Nobody stops installer to learn a business.
No.
I mean, but I see Shane's point of view too.
For sure.
Victor says, thanks for mentioning my comment. I got a sweet screenshot for my next Facebook post. Dope. Or installer being a bad customer service guy. Can't say anything about a group of people. I'm pissed. Shane, take it easy, man. It's only
Monday.
I started as a labor for 4 years. I'm now 19 years old. Got a dump trailer and roofers with 20 years experience. Haven't got an LLC yet, but because in Houston it's a little bit different. What's next? Do you have answer to Gabriel?
It's kind of a loaded question, Gabe.
Yeah. Well, what's next is keep grinding, keep building your customer base. Like, you need more customers. I like that you have a trailer, like makes you competitive, especially in Texas. Roofers with 20 years experience, but you're 19. I don't
take advice. I mean, that's the biggest thing is, like, look at the guys who have done it before and try to learn from them. You know the direction you want to take your company. You're ahead of a lot of us if you started this when you were 19.
Yeah.
So you're doing something good already. What's next? Go grind. Go find a sales guy.
Listen, stay. I mean, first of all, subscribe to Roofing Insights channel. We don't give bad advice here, but honestly, at 19, you have to be careful. Once the money's going to start coming in, pile that cash up. Make sure you always have money. Like, always pay yourself as little as possible. Live on that minimum wage. You don't need lavish lifestyle when you're at 19, and it'll pay off soon. Hire people.
Reinvest in the business.
I mean, look at you. You're 19 and you're already hiring people who have 20 years experience.
Doing something right.
That's smart.
Absolutely.
U.S. Army Combat Medic says, is in Pennsylvania there is a Facebook page called Neighborhood. Some people asking about where they can get a roofer. I spread the name of directory. Some saying they will look into it. Thank you so much for the shout out. We're getting a lot of leads recently, and it's definitely in the race. Andy Neer says, let free enterprise determine who gets paid more. Years does not matter. I'm 23 years in business. If a 2-year guy can kill it, he deserves it. Absolutely. Just like in the church, it's not who first will be last will be first. Yep. Everybody's being saved. There's no discrimination in business. Yep. As a matter of fact, I would argue this, that guys who have been doing it for 20, 30 years, we should become mentors to the guys. Absolutely. Well, not me, but to younger guys. We should build a better communities. There's no such a, I don't believe in monopoly either. I don't believe that we should all try to get to $500 million size. I believe that you build your company to wherever you want it to be happy, let's say 20, 30 million, help other guys. Don't try to be number one. I mean, it's okay to be number one, but I don't think it brings happiness. As a matter of fact, one of the conversations I'm having right now with really big boys like Dustin Bigler, Apple Roofing, for example, and I ask them, why do you do what you do? Like Dustin is coming again to our conference to speak, like, why you go on the stages? And answer they give usually goes within the lines like, because it's satisfying.
Yeah.
You'll make all this money, but when you do something for free, when you volunteer, when you help another human being, you become happier. And that's why even guys like Warren Buffett and stuff, why do they give away half of their wealth, and why they go speak for free often? Just because it's satisfying. Money will not fulfill you like helping other. Like the most satisfying thing for me, it's my classes. Like we're gonna be in Nashville next week. I do class. You guys all know you count my money more better than I do. $99 per person, 30 people in a room. How much they cost me? 10 grand. How much did I make? 3 grand, $7,000 to teach some roofers. But satisfaction of it, like you cannot.
We get blessings to share them.
Exactly.
When you can humble yourself enough and understand whether it's the universe, God, the great pumpkin, whatever is bringing you these things, it's your responsibility to put them back out into the world.
Absolutely. Shane McGuire, you're not a good owner if you pay out all of your profit. Shane, you never pay out your profit. You pay what you agreed. And sales guys, one thing about sales guys, unlike labor, they can mess up. It's a fixed rate 90% of the time.
That's it.
It's a tax. Your sales comes at cost. Your marketing comes. Your sales have marketing cost to it, and especially if you hire some door knockers. How is a door knocker who brings you business does not deserve part of that business? And how come it's not a fixed price? It should be. It's not employed. It's different. Anyway, I'm not pissed. Great discussion. I agree. Should I hire a roofing demo with a replacement crew away from installers? I mean, you can try. Good luck. I don't know. Why would you?
Exist.
I mean, they do exist. I mean, it's a great. Listen, it's a good business idea. If someone start doing it, I think they're going to be very successful. Like if you go and all you do is just demo and prep, and then the roofing crew just comes behind you. Why not? I think it's a good idea.
Make it work.
Yeah. If like there's demolition companies, they remove usually drywall, everything back to the studs, stuff like so. There's demolition business. There's no demolition business in roofing. I do know that it pays, like even Exactimate, they pay you less to remove than install. Obviously, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a shitty business to be in, but you definitely can do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe become super efficient, come up with some cool tools, like cranes. Like I don't know. Think about it. Shane, we're gonna send you some love. How about this, Shane? Reach out to our team. Dope Marketing will send you. What can you do for him? Like,
how can we help? You tell me.
I'm gonna send you a package of goodies, like some hats.
Yeah.
Do some yard signs.
Yeah.
We'll do some just for engaging today in this conversation.
Absolutely.
They'll have to tell us their secrets. Fulfillment. Yes, they do. Shane, if you ever come to really truly good conference, not the one that try to sell it, listen, everything I know, I learned at some kind of events. I go to content marketing world. I went to YouTube conferences, everything I know, I learned within the last 5-6 years, changed my life.
Yep.
Because someone was willing to teach. I learned in YouTube more than I learned in college. And I have 5 years of college. Teachers in college did not want to teach me as much as people on YouTube do now.
Right. Absolutely.
So you'll be surprised.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dimitri, did Symmetry Construction Roofers in PA ever get in contact to join directory? You had called the owner of my behalf, formerly filmed. Yes, sir. Mark, the Symmetry Construction did not, to my knowledge, they did not reach yet. I will check with my team. I know when you apply for directory, we do full background check. Takes 1 to 2 weeks to get back. So I don't have answer for you. I will check. I know the owner told me he will check into it. Looks like he will be signing up, but as of right now, I don't know. And here's the thing. I will back up their work regardless if they listed on directory or not. So if Symmetry Construction will mess up your job, I still give you personal guarantee that I will, and this is on record, it's live. I'll guarantee with the $20,000. So if they mess up, I trust them. They will not. But if they mess up to $20,000, it'll be on me because I trust that business owner. He seems like legit good guy. Exactly what kind of we would like in director. But if he will not join, I don't want you to wait. So give him your business. It'll be on him if he doesn't join. But either way, he will be backed up by us. Is GR Roofing Exactimate demo cruise doesn't apply for roofing? Oh, well, but I know that the adjusters always at least try doing it. Great life today, a lot of energy. Yeah. So you, man. This guy is dope. Wait until you see this company tour, guys. Wait until you see it. And those of you who are in roofing school, we're actually going to come back here Friday. We're going to do series of videos for the school about service. I mean, David's been doing cleaning and service, small service cleaning items business for the last 11 years. Learn from guys like him. Trust me, that business is way more profitable than roofing. He will show you in our videos in the roofing business school what works, what doesn't work. We have a couple, like, look at this right here. It's actually in mails right now. Roof cleaning started.
It's even picked up like another 6,000 of those today.
925. 2-story siding cleaning, $349. 2-story stucco cleaning, $479. Exterior window cleaning, 50 paints, $249. Gutter cleaning, $159. He will teach you. I cannot have it on YouTube, but we will put it in roofing school. I don't want to jeopardize his business, making him vulnerable in this marketplace. But if you're in a school, he's going to teach you about all of this. And this is not startup ideas. This is actually working, good running business. Yep. Hey, Dmitry, if you're in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow night, let me know. I'm in Deerfield Beach. Are you planning to get into South Florida market? No, we're just doing, we have a student. So we're doing 8 hours of content with one of the students. On Wednesday, and tomorrow we're visiting Bulldog Public Adjusters. So we're going to be very busy there. Good idea. Shane said good idea is probably to send him some stuff.
Right, yeah.
I'm stuck in mindset.
Really good idea.
Anthony Amata says, I'm stuck in the mindset that I have to do it all. It's very common, guys, to do it all. We all have been there. I've been there. The problem with you can't grow, you can't scale.
Exactly.
Steven Snyder says, the day I switched away from that mindset is the day my business took off. Absolutely. You guys do, but I won't tell someone what I learned from you.
Talking about the handwriting.
Gabriel Garza, if I get an LLC, I am an official roofing contractor or a subcontractor. I'm in Texas, by the way. So, Gabriel, there's no difference. Subcontractors and general contractors or roofing companies, they're all the same. On paper, they're all LLC. There's no difference between sub or roofing company on paper. They both can be LLC. As a matter of fact, any roofing company can be sub to another roofing company or another big, corporation. It happens
all the time.
Yeah, it does happen. So if you have LLC, you will be official roofing contractor. It's a business model. You have to, looks like you're new, so I'll explain, Gabriel, a little bit deeper. You have 2 business models here. One is B2B, which is business to business, which is 1099 subcontractor to LLC roofing company. Or you can be B2C. You have to ask yourself, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Do you want to work with the roofing companies, or do you want to go and try to get your own customers, B2C? I've switched a lot of subs into roofing business owners because I understand that being a roofing sub is kind of like it's a gimmick because it's not a business, it's a full-time job in a way, unless you're running 10 crews under you. But if you in your couple buddies file LLC or offer roofing company, you just full-time employed under 1099. But you think you run a business, you don't really run a business. And I hated to put it that way, but I've been that road. I've been a siding sub, which two guys have 1099, work for a builder, and it's just a builder with, instead of hiring us hourly, he hired us as a sub, and we thinking we run a business. You don't run shit. You don't run shit.
Not your own bathwater, maybe.
So ask yourself if you're willing to be B2B, provide service to other businesses, or you have what it takes to go and acquire your own customers. I always love to deal with my own customers, be my own boss, do this kind of stuff because that's dope.
Super.
What would you like to add to it? Anything?
I mean, you hit a lot of that on the head. The balance is like just know yourself, know what you're doing, know what you want to do. You get to start off on this really cool path when you start your business. You don't have to listen to anyone tell you anything that you don't want to hear. So if you know or can plan out your goal or your journey, take feedback where it comes, but also understand your path and go in that direction.
Well, dope marketing, you handwriting stuff is pretty sweet. Yes, it is. I'm spreading your director all over. At least I can do for you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This is homeowner, by the way. This is homeowner, our biggest fan.
That's awesome.
And I'm just be willing to place a line here. So,
there we go.
I like
I know some guy who does those.
Absolutely, guys. It was absolutely awesome. Andy Neer, thank you so much for this video. I'm going to play it one more time. We have a lot of guys joining later.
So good. Yeah.
So we're going to play it one more time. It's 1 minute video. This is winner today. So Andy just won $1,000 for the best video about Better Business Bureau.
I can't afford these dues anymore. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cancel.
You come in here and show me no respect. No respect for the platform that I gave you for the last 2 years. You come in and say, make my business more respectable. But you disrespect me by wanting to not pay. Do you think that this comes for free? Do you think I do this out of the goodness of my own heart?
We only received 1 complaint last year, and now we have a C rating.
Here's what I can do for you. If you would like your A+ rating back, you must pay. It's really very simple. If you pay, I will show you the respect that you want.
Well, if you're not gonna give me an A, I don't got any more money to give you, man.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. We won't be able to offer you any more protection.
Good. It was so good, guys. You're amazing. We're gonna do another contest probably this coming Friday. Contest is over, but you're welcome to send another video. Tell me that Better Business Bureau is corrupt without telling me Better Business Bureau is corrupt. We're gonna do more content with Dave. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Absolutely. Hope it's not snowed in all the way to the roof. Guys, thank you so much. Dope Marketing is official partner of Roofing Insights now. You'll see them in the conference. Conference tickets are on sale now, roofconference.com. You'll get the best deal on any ticket if you buy it before end of the month. Hope you will reserve your tickets early on. It will help us a little. Thank you guys for your attention today. I'll see you guys later. It was dope.
Appreciate it, guys.